Hello students, so we'll continue with our exercise, that is exercise 3.6. Question number B1 we have finished. So question number B2, option number 1 here, that is Ritu can row downstreams 20 km in 2 hours and upstreams 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current. Here it is given that a stream is there and Ritu is rowing on that stream. Now when she is rowing, it takes her 2 hours to cover 20 km when she is traveling downstreams, but when she is traveling on the other side, that is upstreams, it takes her 2 hours, but she can cover 4 km only. Now what happens here it is that when she rows downstream, what happens here is the speed of this water gets added up with her speed, and when she is going in the opposite direction, that means upstreams, what happens is that the speed of this water is forcing her back, but she is going on the opposite side. That is why the speed of the water gets subtracted from her speed. So if we are taking the speed of the water as x and the speed of her as y, then here what happens is that it gets added up. That means the speed of the water and the speed at what she is covering, it gets added up at downstreams, but it gets subtracted. That means what is her speed, that is y, it gets subtracted from her speed, that is x. So we'll take it here, it as let the speed of the still water be x km/h. We are taking the speed of the still water as x km/h and the speed of the current be y km/h. Now here we are taking the speed of the water, still water, as x km/h and the speed of the current as y km/h. Now for the speed of downstream the speed of downstream will be given as x plus y km/h. That means when it is going downstreams, the speeds gets added up, but when she is going upstreams, the speeds get subtracted from her speed. So speed of downstream is added up here, then the speed of upstream it is x minus y km/h. That means whatever is the speed of that current, we are subtracting it from the speed of that still water. That means here we will get x minus y when we are talking about the speed of this stream. Now for the first condition, what it is given, it takes our 2 hours to row 20 km. So we'll form our first condition. So as per first condition, so here when we are saying about the first condition, we will use one formula here, that is time is equal to distance by speed. So what is the time taken here when she is covering downstreams? When she is traveling downstreams, it takes 2 hours. So time here it is 2 hours. So 2 hours, and the distance covered there. It is 20 km. So 20 by speed. Now what is the speed? When it is saying about downstream, the speed here it is x plus y. So x plus y. Now we will cross multiply here. 2 into x plus y is equal to 20 into 1, we'll get here 20. Now x plus y is equal to 20 by 2. We will cancel it. 2, 10 times it is 20. So x plus y is equal to 10. This is our first condition. Now we'll form the second condition. For second condition, what is it is said? It is said that for upstream it takes 2 hours and the distance covered here is 4 kilometers. So we'll write here as per second condition, time, we will use the same formula, that is time is equal to distance by speed. Time taken here it is same, that is 2 hours, and distance covered here it is 4 kilometer. Now speed, what is the speed? That is for upstream. For upstream the speed is x minus y. So x minus y. Now again the same thing, will cross multiply it. So 2 into x plus y is equal to 4 into 1, 4. X minus y is equal to 4 by 2. 2 is multiplied here. When we are transferring on the other side, it will change into divide. So now we can cancel it. 2 times 4. So x minus y is equal to 2. This is our second condition. Now here equation 1 and equation 2 we got. So we'll find the value of x and y. Now here we can see that the coefficient of x here it is 1, and here also the coefficient of x here it is 1. So when we are multiplying with 1, we are going to get the same result. So we'll directly subtract them. So we'll write here on subtracting equation 1 from 2. From equation 2. So from equation 2 we are subtracting. So equation 2 we will write first, that is x minus y is equal to 2. And equation 1 here it is x plus y is equal to 10. So x plus y is equal to 10. So when we are subtracting, the sign of the second equation will change here. So here it is plus, it will change into minus. Here plus again will change into minus. And here also plus will change into minus. Now plus x and minus x we can cancel it. Minus y will get here minus 2y. 2 minus 10 will get here 8. And the sign of greater integer is minus. Minus we will write here. Minus and minus we can cancel it. So y is equal to 8 by 2. 2, 4 times it is 8. So y we got here it is equal to 4. Now that value of y we will place in equation 1 or equation 2 and we will find the value of x also. So putting the value of y in equation, let us place in equation 1. Equation 1 here it is x plus y is equal to 10. X plus y is equal to 10. Now x we don't know, y we got the value, that is 4 is equal to 10. X is equal to 10 minus 4 plus 4 we are transferring on the other side, it will change into minus 4. So x is equal to 6. Now we got x and y also. So the speed of this water is, when it is still, it is x, that is 6 km per hour, and the speed of the current, that is y km per hour, that we got here it is 4 km per hour. So we can write here, therefore the speed of the still water is equal to, for still water we took x km per hour, that is x we got here it is 6, so 6 km per hour, and the speed of the current we got here it is 4. So and the speed of the current is equal to 4 km per hour. That is our required answer. Now let me show you option number 2. Option number 2, you can see 2 women and 5 men can together finish a embroidery work in 4 days while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and also that time taken by one man alone. So here we are asked to find the time taken by one woman to finish embroidery work and the time taken by one man to finish the same embroidery work. That means one work. So we'll take here, let the time taken by one woman be X days and the time taken by one man be Y days. Now here it is said that 2 women and 5 men can finish one embroidery work in 4 days. Now suppose if I will say you here that you are digging a pit, 5 of you are there, and you are digging a 100-meter pit. Now what will be the work done by one man? That means one of you, how much work you have done. That means total, that is 100 divided by 5. Then it is 20. That means one person can dig in one day, that is 20 meter. The same thing we are going to use here also. That means we will find the time taken by 2 women to finish that embroidery work in X days. So as per first condition, 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days. So it is said about 4 days. So time taken by one woman to finish the work is equal to 1 by one woman. We are talking about one woman and the number of days. We are dividing it by the number of days it takes. Now if we say about one woman, then we are saying 1 by X. If we are saying for 2 women, then time taken by 2 women to finish the work. Then it will be 2 women divided by the number of days. That means one woman can do this much of work in X days. Now 2 women can do this much, that is 2 by X of the work in X days. Alright. So in the same way we will find for men also. So time taken by one man to finish the work is equal to 1 by Y, and the time taken by 5 men to finish the same work, that is the work, one work. So we'll get here, that is 5 by Y. Now it is said that it takes them 4 days to complete that embroidery work. So what we are going to do is, we are going to multiply this with 4 in order to find the work, that is the work done by 2 women in order to finish that one embroidery work. So work done by woman, work done by the woman, it is 2 by X. 2 by X will multiply it with the total number of days that it takes, that is 4 days. So we'll get here, that is 8 by x. In the same way, if we will find the work done by the men, then 5 by y into 4 days. The same days they are taking. So work done by men is equal to 5 by y into 4. So we'll get here 20 by y. Now they are completing. What is the work done here? The work done here, it is finishing one work, that is to finish one embroidery work. So when we will aid them, we'll come to know that they are finishing one work. So total work done is equal to 8 by x plus 20 by y is equal to 1. That means they are finishing one embroidery work. This is the work done by women and this is the work done by men. That means women, they are doing 8 by x of the work and men, they are doing 20 by y of the work. If we add their works, they are completing one embroidery work. So this will give our first equation 1. Now we will proceed to our second condition. What is the said that while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Now it is said 6 men and 3 women can finish it in 3 days. So we'll write here as per second condition. What is the second condition? If we are finding the work done by the woman, we are writing directly from here. So we'll write here. So work done by woman. I'm writing here directly from here. It is the same thing. That means if 2 women are there, then 2 by x. Then if we are saying for 3 women, then 3 by x. 4 women, then 4 by x. So I am writing directly from here. That is, here it is given for 3 women. So 3 by x into the number of days it takes. That is 3 days. So 3. So we'll get here 9 by x. In the same way, we'll find the work done by men. Now, if 1 man is there, then it takes 1 by y day to finish the work. Now, if 5 men are there, then it takes 5 by y to finish the work. That is, 5 persons are there and they are finishing that embroidery work. 3 days it is given. So when we are saying about 6 men, then it will be 6 by y is equal to 6 by y into 3. So we'll write here 6 by y into 3. That is 18 by y. That is the work done by 6 men and 3 women to complete that embroidery work. So now we'll form our second total work done. What is the total work done here? It is, that is 9 by x plus 18 by y. 9 by x plus 18 by y is equal to, they are finishing one embroidery work here also. So that is equation 2. Now we will solve equation 1 and equation 2. Now here, equation 1, we can find that it is in the form of fraction. So what we are going to do here, it is, we will take 1 by x as any variable and 1 by y as another variable. So we will write here, let 1 by x is equal to u and 1 by y is equal to v. We get, when we are taking for 1 by x is equal to u and 1 by y is equal to v, equation 1, what we are going to get? So from 1, that is 8 by x plus 20 by y is equal to 1. We'll split it, that is 8 by x, we'll split it. So 8 by 1 into 1 by x plus 20 by 1 into 1 by y is equal to 1. Now 8 into, for 1 by x we have taken here it is u. So we'll write here directly 8u. 8u plus for 1 by y we took here it is v, so 20 into v, we will get here 20v is equal to 1. Now for equation 1 we got the value that is 8u plus 20v is equal to 1. We will name it as equation 3. Now we will form for second equation, that is equation number 2 also. So from 2, equation 2 here it is given 9 by x plus 18 by y is equal to 1. So 9 into 1 by x plus 18 into 1 by y is equal to 1. 9 into 1 by x it is u, so we'll get here 9u plus 18 into 1 by y. For 1 by y we will get here it is v, so 18v is equal to 1. So we'll name it as equation 4. Now we'll solve and we'll find the value of u and v. That value of u and v we will place here in order to get the value of x and y. So we'll write here the coefficient of, in equation 3, the coefficient of u here it is 8 and the coefficient of u here it is 9 in equation 4. So what we will do is we will multiply them. So on multiplying equation 3 with equation 3 we will multiply with 9. So 9, and equation 4 we will multiply with 8. So equation 3 with 9 and equation 4 with 8 we get. So when we are multiplying equation 3 with 9, what we will get? So equation 3 here it is 9 into 8. 9 into 8, 72u plus 20 into 9, 9 to the 18, again 1 0 is there. So 180v is equal to 1 into 9, it is 9. Now again equation 4 also we will do the same thing. 8 into 9 we will get here 72u plus 18 into 8. So let us multiply here 18 into 8. 8 8 is 64, 16 and 4, 8 1 is 8, 8 plus 6, 14. So we got here 144v is equal to 8 into 1, we will get the same thing, that is 8. Now we will subtract them. When we are subtracting, the sign of second equation will change, that is plus will change into minus. Again here also it will change into minus. Also it is minus now. Plus 72u and minus 72u we can cancel it. Now here plus 180v minus 144v. So plus into minus, it is minus. So we will subtract 180 minus 144. 0 minus 4 we cannot, we will take 1 from here. 10 minus 4 it is 6. Here it is left with 7. 7 minus 4 it is 3. So we got here it is 36v. And the sign of greater integer is plus. So plus is equal to plus 9 into plus 9 minus 8. So plus into minus, it is minus. 9 minus 8, it is 1. So we got the value of v, it is equal to 1 by 36. That value we will place in equation 3 or 4 and we will find the value of u also. So let us place in equation 3. So equation 3 here it is 8u plus 20v is equal to 1. 8u plus 20 into v, it is 1 by 36. So 1 by 36 is equal to 1. Now 20 and 36 we can cancel it. By 4 we can cancel it. 4 5s are 20. 4 9s are 36. Then 8u plus 1 into 5, 5 by 9 is equal to 1. Now 8u is equal to 1 plus 5 by 9. We are transferring on the other side, it will change into minus 5 by 9. Then 8u is equal to, we'll take LCM here, we'll get the LCM, that is 9. 1 by 1 is there, so 1 by 1 into 9, we'll get here 9, minus 5 by 9 into LCM, that is 9. 9 will be cancelled, so we'll get here 5. So that is equal to 8, we will transfer on the other side, so 9 minus 5, it is 4 by 9, and 8, when we are transferring on the other side, here it is multiplied, it will change into divide. So divided by 8. U is equal to 4 by 4 and 8, we can cancel it. 4 1 times it is 4, 4 2 is 8. So we got here it is 1 by 9 2 is 18. Now putting the value of u and v. 1 by x is equal to u we took. So 1 by x is equal to u we got here it is 1 by 18. Then 1 by x is equal to 1 by 18. So we'll cross multiply here. X into 1 will get here x, and 18 into 1 will get here 18. In the same way, we'll place for 1 by y is equal to v. 1 by y is equal to v. We got the value of v, that is 1 by 36. So 1 by 36. Then we'll get here y is equal to 36. Now work done by men and women, we got here this. So we took as time taken by one woman. So we write here, therefore time taken by one woman to finish the work is equal to, we took for woman as x days, so x we got the value, that is 18, that is equal to 18 days, and the time taken by one woman to finish the work. For men we took it as y, and the value of y we got here it is 36, so 36 days. So that is the time taken by one woman to finish that same one embroidery work in 18 days, and the time taken by one man to finish the embroidery work, that is 36 days. That is the answer for option number 2. Now let me show you option number 3. Now here option number 3, Rohi travels 300 km to her home, partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and the remaining by bus. So here it is given that she travels 300 km. Total it is given 300 km, and some part of it she travels by bus and some part of it she travels by train. So let us take here that this much part she is traveling by train and the other by bus. Now here it is said she takes 4 hours. She takes 4 hours to complete that journey. To complete this journey, she takes 4 hours. Now, if she travels 60 kilometers, 60 kilometers she is traveling from this train. That is, train she is traveling 60 kilometers. Now here, what will be the distance that will be covered by this bus? That means 300 minus 60. So we'll get here 240 kilometers. That means 240 kilometers she is traveling by bus and 60 kilometers she is traveling by train. And it takes her 4 hours to complete that 300 kilometer journey. Now, what it is asked, and it is said again, if she travels 100 kilometer, for the second condition it is said, now if she travels the same 300 kilometer, the same 300 kilometer. Now if she is traveling 100 kilometer by train, now she is traveling 100 kilometer by train, then the remaining she is covering by bus. So the remaining it is 200 kilometer. That means 300 minus 100 will get here 200. So 100 kilometers she is traveling by train and 200 kilometers she is traveling by bus, and it takes her 10 minutes more. That means 4 hours plus 10 minutes. It takes 4 hours plus 10 minutes to cover that journey of 300 kilometers. Now we are asked to find what is the speed of the train and what is the speed of the bus. So we'll take here is, let the speed of the bus be x kilometer per hour and the speed of the train be y kilometer per hour. Now we'll form our first equation. Now for the first condition, here it is said she travels 60 km by train and the remaining by bus, that is 240 km by bus, and it takes her 4 hours. We will use the formula, that is time is equal to distance by, we will use the same formula, that is time is equal to distance by speed. So now here time covered here, time taken here, it is 4 hours. So 4 hours is equal to distance by speed. So distance by speed for train, first we will take it. So for train it is 60 km. So distance it is 60 km covered by train by speed. What is the speed? Speed of the train that we are taking it as y kilometer. So y plus again, because she is covering partly by train and partly by bus, that means some distance she is covering by train and some she is covering by bus. That means if we are adding this train and the bus, that means distance covered by train and the distance covered by bus, then it will be equal to this 300 km. So 60 by y, that is the time taken by the train, and now time taken by the bus, that is 240 km, that is the distance by the bus. By the speed we are taking it as x kilometer per hour. Now this is the total distance. This is our first equation. We will frame our equation from it. That means what is the total time taken here, it is 4 hours, and the total distance covered here, it is same in both the cases, that is 300 km. Now the distance covered partly by bus and partly by train, we are adding them. So we will write here, that is 240 by x plus 60 by y is equal to time taken here, it is 4 hours. That means I have written this one directly from here. How this equation came, I have made you understand, that is time here it is taken, that is 4 hours, and the distance by speed. The distance by speed for train, if we are calculating, then what is the distance, that is 60 km, and the speed for train it is y kilometer, and by bus it is 240 km, and the time taken by bus it is, the speed of the bus is x kilometer per hour. So x. Now if we are adding the distances that they are covering, that means both train and bus, then we will get the total distance, that is 300 km. That means what is the distance covered by train and what is the distance covered by bus. If we are adding them, then we are getting 300 km. But the condition is, that is the time taken here, it is 4 hours. So we are taking it as 4 hours, it is equal to the time taken by bus and the time taken by train. That means this is the time taken by train and this is the time taken by bus. That means total time it is 4 hours, and the time taken by train it is 60 by y, and the time taken by bus it is 240 by x. So that we have written here. Now we'll name it as equation 1. Now we'll form equation 2. Now for equation 2 it is said that she covers the same distance, that is 300 km, but here she is traveling 100 km by train and the remaining by bus. That means she is covering 100 km by train and 200 km by bus. And the time taken here it is 4 hours plus 10 minutes. That means 10 minutes more than the previous what she has taken. So here it is she has taken 4 hours, then here it is 4 hours plus 10 minutes. So now if we are saying for this second condition, then it is 4 hours 10 minutes. Here it is in hours and minutes, so we will convert this one into 1, that is hours. So 4 hours minute, how we can convert into hours, that is 10 minutes divided by 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, because 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Then 10 minutes it will be 10 by 60 hours. Now 4 hours plus 0 and 0 we can cancel, so we'll get here 1 by 6 hours. Then we'll take the LCM here, that is 6. 4 into 6 plus 1 by 6 into 6 hours. Then it is equal to 4 into 6, it is 24, plus 1. If we cancel this one, we'll get here 1 by 6. That is equal to 25 by 6 hours. That means total time taken here is 25 by 6 hours. So now let us frame this one. That is 25 by 6 hours she is taking, and the distance covered here it is by train it is 100 km. So distance it is 100 divided by speed of the train it is y, plus again distance covered by bus it is 200 divided by time taken, speed of the bus it is x km/h. So we will get our second equation from this one also. So now we will write 200 by x plus, that is the time taken by the bus plus the time taken by the train, that is 100 by y, is equal to the total time taken here it is 25 by 6 hours. 25 by 6 hours. That is our second equation. Now we will find the value of x and y from here. So for that we will take here 1 by x as some value of variable and 1 by y as some variable, because here it is in the fractional form. So let us take, let 1 by x is equal to u and 1 by y is equal to v. We get from 1. So equation 1 here it is 240 by x plus 60 by y is equal to 4. Then we will split it, that is 240 into 1 by x plus 60 into 1 by y is equal to 4. For 1 by x we have taken here it is u. So 240 u is plus 60 into 1 by y we have taken v. So 60 v is equal to 4. Now here we can take common from these two sides, that is we will get 60 as common from here. So we will take 60 as common from here. Then we will get here, when we are taking 60 common from this 240 u, then we will get 6 4s are 24 u. That means 60 into 4 we will get here 240 u, plus again when we are taking 60 common from here, then what is left here, there is 1v, plus 1v is equal to 4. Now 60 is multiplied here, when we are transferring on the other side it will change into divide. So 4u plus v is equal to 4 by 60. Now we can cancel it. 4 one time it is 4, 4 one time again 4, 2 in hand, 2 will be carried to the next number, so 20, 2 5 is 10. So we got here is 4u plus v is equal to 1 by 15. That is our third equation. Now we'll form for second equation also. So from 2. So for second equation, what is the second equation? That is 200 by x. So 200 by x plus 100 by y is equal to 25 by 6. Let us split this one. So 200 into 1 by x plus 100 into 1 by y is equal to 25 by 6. Now here 200 into 1 by x. 1 by x we took it as u. So 200u plus 100 into y we will get here. For y, 1 by y we took it as v. So 100 v is equal to 25 by 6. Now here also we can see that 100 is common here. So we'll take 100 common from here. So here we'll get 2u plus 1v is equal to 25 by 6. Now when we are transferring 100 on the other side, it will change into divide. So here 2u plus 1v is equal to 25 by 6 into again 100. That is in the divide. Now 25 and 100 we can cancel it. So 25 one time it is 25, 25 four times it is 100. So we'll get here 2u plus v is equal to 1 by 6 into 4, 24. That is our fourth equation. Now we will find the value of u and v. So for finding value of u and v, we will use elimination method. Here the coefficient of equation 3, here it is u, that is the coefficient is 4, and the coefficient of equation 4 for u it is 2. So we will multiply equation 3 with 2 and equation 4 with 4. So we will write here, on multiplying equation 3 with equation 3 we are going to multiply with 2, and equation 4 with equation 4 we are multiplying with 4. We get, so when we are multiplying what we get, so 2 into 4 we will get here 8u plus 2 into v we will get here 2v is equal to 1 by 15 into 2. So we will get here 1 into 2 we will get here 2 by 15, 2 by 15, and equation 4 we will multiply with 4. 4 into 2 we will get here 8u plus v into 4 we will get here 4v is equal to 1 by 24 into 4. 1 by 24 into 4. When we are multiplying we can cancel it. 4 one time it is 4, 4 6 times it is 24. So we will get here 1 by 6. So now we will subtract them. So on subtracting, second equation sign will change. Here it will be plus, will change into minus, plus again will change into minus. Here also plus will change into minus. So plus 8u and minus 8u we can cancel it. Here it is plus 2v and minus 4v. So plus into minus it is minus. 4 minus 2 it is 2v. Sign of greater integer is minus, minus is equal to 2 by 15 minus 1 by 6. Then minus 2v is equal to, here we will take the LCM. LCM of 15 and 6. So LCM of 15 and 6 we will get here is, we will divide it by 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6. So 3 into 5, 15, 15 2s are 30. So we got here LCM, that is 30. Now 2 by 15 into LCM, that is 30. minus 1 by 6 into LCM, that is 30. Now we can cancel it. 15 2 times it is 30, 6 5 times it is 30. So we got here it is minus 2v is equal to 2 into 2 will get here 4 minus 1 into 5 5 by 30. Now minus 2v is equal to 4 minus 5, that means plus into minus minus, so 5 minus 4 it is 1. Sign of greater integer is minus, so we'll write here minus by 30. Now minus 2 is multiplied with this v, so we will transfer on the other side, then it will change into divide, that is minus 1 by 30 divided by minus 2. So minus and minus we can cancel it. Now we'll get here v is equal to 1 by 30 into 2 will get here 60. Now that value of v we will place in equation 3 or equation 4. We will find the value of u also. So let us place in equation 4 here. So we'll write here, putting the value of v in equation 4. So equation 4 here it is 2u plus v is equal to 1 by 24. So for v we will place 1 by 60. So 2u plus 1 by 60 it is equal to 1 by 24. Then 2u is equal to 1 by 24 plus 1 by 60. When we are transferring, it will change into minus 1 by 60. Now 2u is equal to, we'll take the LCM here, so we'll find the LCM of 24 and 60. So LCM of 24 and 60 divided by 2, 2 1s are 2, 2s are 2, 3s are 0 here again. Now again by 2, 2, 6, 2, 15 times it is 30, again by 3, 3 2s are 3, 5s are. Now 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 into 2 will get 24 into 5. 24 into 5 it is 120. So we got here it is LCM, we got here it is 120. So now 1 by 24 into 120, that is the LCM, minus 1 by 60 into 120, that is the LCM. So now 24 and 120 we can cancel. 24 5 times it is 24 5 times it is 120. 0 and 0 we can cancel. 6 2s are 12. So we got here it is 2u is equal to 1 into 5 it is 5 minus 1 into 2 will get here 2 by 120. Now 2 is multiplied here. When we are transferring on the other side, it will change into divide. So u is equal to 5 minus 2 it is 3 by 120 into this 2. That is in the divide form. Now we can cancel it. 3 1 time, 3 4 times it is 12 and 0 is left. That 0 we wrote here. Now u is equal to 1 by 40 into 2 will get here 80. So we got the value of u and we got the value of v also. That values we will substitute for 1 by x and 1 by y. Now 1 by x is equal to u and the value of u we got here it is, for u we got here it is 1 by 80. So 1 by x is equal to 1 by 80. Then we'll cross multiply. X into 1 will get here x and 1 into 80 will get here 80. Now we got the value of x. Now we'll find the value of y also. Then 1 by y is equal to v. For value of v we got here, that is v is equal to 1 by 60. So 1 by y is equal to 1 by 60. Again we'll cross multiply, then we'll get here y is equal to 60. We got the value of x and y also. Now we'll write here, therefore the speed of the train, for train we took it as y kilometer per hour, y we got here it is 60, so 60 kilometer per hour, and for bus we took it as x kilometer per hour. The speed of the bus is equal to 80 km per hour. That is the answer. So that is the end of exercise 3.6. Thank you so much.